I hope the stadium survives a long time. It's almost 80 years old, which is quite remarkable that it's lasted as a living memorial this long. I don't personally think that another facility of this size will be built in this area, at least in my lifetime, and probably in my grandchildren's lifetime. So I hope that it remains well preserved and a living memorial as it was intended to be. Over here, it's called the Sturgis Plaza because the Sturgis family trust donated the money to build this. And listed are all of the battalions, all of the brigades that are tied to Arkansas. Yeah. So when this was dedicated at the 60th anniversary, it was done so to honor all of those from Arkansas who have served. You drive by and you probably wondered what it is, and it might not have had as much meaning. And the idea was so people could come and they could sit on the wall and think about the veterans that have served our country from Arkansas.
Okay.
Okay?
Yep.
Let's go up here. I want to show you the entrance.
Well, this stadium to me starts way back when I was about 4 or 5 years of age. This was a big happening on Saturday because my father would have all the uncles come in from Fordyce, and we knew it was Razorback Saturday because we would get here early because we wanted to be here when Coach Broyles and the Razorbacks got off the bus. And so when they got off the bus, they had those red, beautiful coats on. And we would know them by names. All my heroes, from Harry Jones to John Brittenham to Freddie Marshall to Jim Lindsay.
My name's Kevin Crass, and I currently serve as chairman of the War Memorial Stadium Commission. I've been on that commission probably about 18 years. They are all appointed by the governor, and I've served 4 governors on that commission. But in my time as commissioner, I've gone back and looked at a lot of the history of the stadium and certainly experienced it in the last 40 years myself. But the history to me is very interesting because in the 40s and probably before that, the Razorbacks played games in Little Rock, but it was at Little Rock High School's Quigley Stadium, now Little Rock Central. And they had to sell bonds, issue debt to pay for it, of course. And the people in Arkansas bought the bonds. I think they were $1,000 to fund it. And I think I read one time the whole place cost $250,000, including the land. I know you've talked to Coach Nutt, and Coach Nutt totally embraced the Little Rock games because he was a Little Rock guy. He'd been a ball boy here, as a kid. And he was totally supportive of playing games here. And he was the coach when the debate occurred. He was put in a tough spot. But I would say it's people, are still defending to play games here. That has not died. I think people are a little bit more resolved to the idea that maybe they won't continue playing games here.
So that's why this was built. And when it was built, there was just the 2 sides. Yeah. There were no end zones. In 2010, a new dedication plaque was put up for this press box. And the Stadium Commission was nice enough, I was chairman of the Stadium Commission, they worked on it, and so they were nice enough to name this entrance after me, which was very kind and generous of them. So forevermore, as long as it's here, you can come through the Gary Smith entrance. How about that?
In reality, I never thought I'd be the head coach at Arkansas. That's way up here. But coming down West Markham in that bus, when the fans come off the golf course to bang on the bus, I get chill bumps thinking about it now. And the players, they got goosebumps and they are getting rowdy because we're coming to Little Rock, Arkansas. And so the motivation, how you wanted to please and play for this group, I'm a little bit more partial to Little Rock than Fayetteville simply because I know what it takes to buy a ticket here, what my dad and mom had to go through. The farmers, the school teachers, all the people from Central and South Arkansas that worked hard to buy a ticket. And so we would relay that to our team. They come here today for you. They sacrifice for you. And they're going to play every play with you. And so the least we can do is give all we have. And then the goosebumps really start. As you walk down that ramp, here they go. They're calling them hogs. They're calling the hogs for you. That's really where it started, where, hey, you know, there's lions and there's tigers and there's bears. I know a lot of people make fun of that deal, that cliche, but to me, it's real because there's only one Razorback. So do you have that fighting spirit today to give all you have? Will you be so unselfish that you would give something up for your teammate? Because I'm expecting it.
He feels so weird.
He does, doesn't he?
Mm-hmm.
What do you think about that?
It's cool.
If you go to Fayetteville for a game today, you pay a premium for a hotel room and you pay maybe 2 and 3 night minimums. It makes it not as accessible for the ordinary Arkansan in South and East and Central Arkansas. If I'm living in Northwest Arkansas, I don't incur really anything but a ticket price that's much more affordable. As a state-owned facility, we'll have to sit down with the leaders in our state and talk about the economics of the stadium, but I should probably finish with this notion. And I had this debate in the legislature one day. Someone said, should we just tear it down? I said, you remember it's a war memorial. You've forgotten what they did. You can't do that.
You know, hopefully, you know, somehow, some way they could work it out. But, you know, I understand it's hard. It's much harder nowadays with everything. But this is a special, special place. There's no doubt about it.